Solid.
What the frick is up, YouTube? Hope you guys are all freaking doing well. Jaden here, checking in for another Gains and Glory video. It is currently July 8th. It's actually crazy. I thought it was like the 7th or something, but that was yesterday. Today is a different day. Today is a leg day at Planet Fitness again. That's where we're heading right now. Today is also a pancake day. Well, it was a pancake day. I already ate them. But guys, I developed a secret recipe. I call it Stone's Pumpkin Pancakes. They are killer. TLDR, found a recipe online for some low-cal pancakes, was craving them. Basically, just white whole wheat flour, which is just like golden wheat. Golden flour, if you've ever heard of it. It's a whole wheat, but it's white, so it's a bit closer to white wheat. You can't tell as much that it's whole, but you get all that fiber and that good stuff, that filling quality. And then it's like, well, the recipe originally called for mashed bananas and then like a little bit of like, either oat milk or some other low-fat milk or whatever, like lactate low-fat. You can use that. And then some egg whites. That's basically it. A bit of vanilla and some baking powder and stuff to make it rise. But I looked at that and I said, you know what? Two things. One, let me get rid of the bananas and put in pumpkin. And two, because the pumpkin's more runny, let me get rid of the milk as well. And you know what? I did that. Put some water as well, added it in, cooked it up, and I'm left with basically 4 servings of pancakes for 500 calories. So I think 510 to be exact. And there is like a tablespoon of allulose in there, or like, I think I'm using monk fruit. A little bit expensive because of that, but I'm gonna try and find a way to switch it out for something cheaper, I think. But man, they are tasting delicious. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm gonna get to the point. Just tasting delicious, and then also like, what am I, like 3,000 calories about now? Like maybe 3,100. 500 calories for a stack, and I'm talking a stack of pancakes, like 6 big ones, guys. 6 big ones, especially if I made them correctly. I'm still getting better at it. You're not supposed to mix the dough, the batter too much, not the dough. So then it turns into dough, then it gets too thick to develop the gluten. I'm having a blast trying to bake, learning how to bake, but I'm not the best at it. But a whole stack of those with 500, which was previously 600 with the original recipe, to knock off like 100 calories for what was already a low-cal recipe. And I think it tastes great. It's like a pumpkin spice. I didn't have the nutmeg today, but usually like a nutmeg, cinnamon. Oh man, it tastes amazing. And you do some of that. I had some like avocado oil spray. It's clean, it's quick, way less calories than I put a stick of butter in the pan. And that whole stack of pancakes plus 3 eggs. 3 of Eggland's best, excuse me. So you know. Egg prices are finally back to normal. Shit's like $5, not even $4.50 a dozen. You can get even cheaper. At other places, I'm on the search for $2.50 a dozen eggs, but we'll have to see about that. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's cheap, relatively. Not as cheap as oatmeal, but it tastes amazing. And a full stack is 500 calories. You add on 3 eggs to that as well, you're at 780, or not 780, 680. 680 freaking calories for a mountain of food. I was like stuffed, 3/4 through that. I was like, holy shit. And macro wise, it's like 50 g protein, 80 carb just about, and then like 16 fat. So right on point. I mean, a bit high in the protein for me. If I'm eating 4 or 5 meals a day, it's gonna overshoot. But just lower the protein in other meals, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna eat more protein in the morning. So, but yeah, I might drop make an Instagram post. I haven't posted on Instagram in like fucking years, but sorry about that. If you were a religious Instagram follower, my bad. But I gotta get back on it, it's true. Either way, though, we are officially in the maintenance phase, locked in, relatively. I mean, pancakes aren't, it's not rice and chicken, but it's not too far off. I mean, the most far from God thing on that plate was monk fruit and a bit of allulose sweetener. But even both of those things are natural, I don't think there was anything actually artificial in those pancakes, which I'm pretty proud about. That whole wheat was better than freaking all-purpose. And the egg whites, I mean, I even used a carton. I freaking broke them open myself, separated the yolks. So I have a little container in the fridge of just yolks right now. I've already made this recipe twice, and you get 4 yolks each time. I don't want to throw them out, but anyway, I'm yapping. But a little tip though before I turn this around and I see you guys in the gym. Pumpkin puree is an awesome addition to a lot of recipes. It adds a lot of volume. It's only 40 calories per 120 grams, which is, gram to calorie ratio of freaking 3 to 1. It took me way longer than it should have. This shit's basically water, except it's creamy naturally, pretty much. At least it's like thick. You can add it to like chicken, like a meat dish as well. It adds almost like a curry kind of thing. Add some spices, you're all good. So, little tip for you guys: if you need some more volume, use some pumpkin puree if you don't mind it. Hopefully, you don't mind the taste. But anyway, I'm gonna flip this thing around, and I'll see you guys on the other side for a little bit of legs and glory today. Peace. All right, we are officially in Planet Fitness. I'm gonna try and speak up because the last time I recorded a leg session here and hit this machine especially, it was so freaking impossible to hear anything, which I think is because of the acoustics and like right in the middle. There's music playing, people talking, all that sort of stuff, so I'm trying to speak up. But regardless, still keeping the volume relatively low. So I'm thinking, one set of this. There's a little bit of calves next to me, we'll hit that, and then we'll, try and get a leg extension machine at some point or another. Do some of that, and you guys know the freaking drill from there on then out. So, let's start with this. I have 205 pounds. Could be saying that again on the freaking stack, and let's hopefully hit this for a nice something between 5 and 8. It's been too long since I hit the machines here, so I have no idea what I should really be hitting. But for warming up, it seems like it should be a good weight. So, try it out. Okay. Oh yeah, that was solid. Oof. All right, let's switch it up. I think I'm gonna go hit a set of calves. That'll be it. What am I out here? Let's switch it up. All right, extension just came open, but I'm gonna try and do this up quickly before we do that. So 175, not too heavy, but I want to strain my calf. Hopefully, this angle isn't too weird. You guys can actually see what's going on. Let's get it. I think someone just took the fucking extension, so. Alright, well, we'll do something else. There's plenty of options. I felt good though. Alright. We'll do some run. Out here. Alright, so leg extension finally took like 8 billion years to get it, but it's okay, it's packed today like normal. So 250 full stack. I'm gonna go for instead of something between 4 and 8. You guys know the drill. Let's get it. Put the seat back a little bit. Actually, it's broken. That's great. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's a solid 9. Let's get out of here. Finish it up. Adjust the camera a little bit, but we're saying I don't know how it's gonna go because we're doing SLP seated leg press, but it's it's one of those that starts, of course, in the lengthened position, so it's kind of tough, a little bit tough. But I'm thinking, put 250, put 250 on it. Excuse me, if I can get it off, then I should be able to work. Usually, it's a lot harder to kind of get out that starting position than actually to push through the range of motion. So it's kind of the problem, but we'll make do. I do tend to feel this in my glutes a lot, which is good, which is why I'm incorporating it, despite the kind of wonky setup. So it's enough yap. Let's give it a try and hopefully execute this one set. Whew. Bit more glute biased. Let's get it. Okay. Okay. That wasn't the cleanest set, but I guess I'll take it. I think I might try and drop sets a little bit. Let's do, I don't know, maybe 190. See how that feels. Just to get a bit more in there. Might feel a little bit wider too. See how that goes. Oh shit. Shit ain't easy. Okay, yeah, that's it for now. Damn. Whew. Alright, well, now we know. But I think we're gonna try and see. Something's on, of course. I guess we'll be waiting. Maybe we'll hit some abs. Then we'll be back. Then we'll finish up with the stuff. Head up there. Alright, so set a little bit over. Bit of abs. Second to last. Trying to get the liver some bad. Third one just packed today, and the other one's broken, so there's only one set. But bit of abs here. This is more or less the same machine that we had before. Not quite as good, but not bad. You can't adjust the seat height. You can't adjust the hand height on these like weird floppy things they got going on. So I kind of like to set up, put my hands in a position pretty high so that I can kind of keep my abs tight the whole time, keep tension. Because if you go too low, like, I'm not hanging on to anything. I'm up here, I can kind of, still at the top, keep that weight up. So 90 pounds, give or take, hopefully 5 and up reps to get it. Okay. Oh man. Felt damn good. I'm gonna try and get a few more. Okay. I think that's about it. I just saw mine at 12, I think. So I'm not that bad with it last time, but that was good. Good machine. I tend to like the machines for that. I think they usually made pretty well. You just gotta kind of find out where you should sit personally to make it work. A lot of times people like rush it. They don't like the machine because of that, but you can usually work around it. So it's like actors taking it, like trying to work in with somebody. So that's all we got left. I'm gonna get out of here. All right. Last freaking exercise here, and I'm not gonna take time to warm up and come back and start back in again because I like to kind of have like a pretty routine warm up with this. Might as well bring you guys along. You guys have seen me do enough of this exercise, I'm sure, but it's one of those things that's grown on me. I think I talked about that. But I used to not do adduction at all, and then did some anatomy, human physiology, and I was like, yeah, it's about one of the biggest muscles on your damn legs. So if you're not training your adductors, you're missing out on the whole world of gains. It's different than your abductors, which you only really like hit your glute. You're already kind of training your glute. Your adductors are a full set of muscles. You have three of them, main ones. And the adductor magnus, the biggest, is about the size of your hamstring. Well, at least the size of a few of the hamstring heads. So you better be hitting this thing. If you're not, again, you are missing out. So I'm thinking we work up here and maybe I don't think full stack. This is 190. I think it goes up to 250, but maybe darn close. My hips are feeling pretty damn tight though. So I'm gonna take this nice and slow. A lot of times I feel like some sort of pain or some sort of twinging, kind of, especially in this right one. So I like to really let the body know it's okay. Stretch out a little bit. That's what stretching club is. There should be a balance between when you stretch, not only letting the muscle get longer, but also contracting it. So then you're contracting in a lengthened position, and the body's like, okay, we're safe. We're not going to die. So I'm thinking 230. If it's a bit high rep, it's a bit high rep. If it's not, it's not. Let's give it a try. Okay, that's all 13, 14. I'll take it, man. Oh, that always feels super intense. So that's about it. Let's go check the pump, and then we'll be on our way out. Good session. All right, well, officially back in the changing room, if you can even call it that. We're like a changing closet, but we're gonna freaking try. I'm gonna try I'm gonna try and give you guys something decent to bows down to watch. So excuse the no face, but this thing's too small to freaking capture anything more. So I'm just gonna go like this, bring it out slightly, and see what's going on under the hood. So a little bit of a leg session here, nothing too crazy, but solid. Happy with what we were able to get done. And then well, less volume than we were doing previously. Only one working set, but that's all you freaking need if you're going every other day, in my opinion. So not bad. Still a bit of striations going on, nothing too crazy though. Probably could have had a bit more carbs today before this session, but it is what it is. Whew. Just a little bit of pumpkin pancakes. Could be worse. Whew. If you can get over here. Again, nothing freaking bad in my book. But as we kind of get a bit deeper and deeper into the maintenance phase, I'm expecting us to kind of fill out a bit more slowly and slowly. Yeah, downwards angle is not helping either, but that's basically the only way we're able to get the legs in there. Then abs, could be worse. Could be freaking worse. I think I was a little bit more bloated in abs, maybe. For some reason, I stored a bit more fat there than I feel like I was before, but I guess 7 weeks in Europe will do that for you. All those freaking carbs. But not bad. You know how the leg days go, though. Not too much more to freaking show here, I feel like. Bit of veins going on. I'll freaking take it. But transitioning now fully into the maintenance phase. So, again, we're doing about 800 to 1,000, I think generally about 1,000 calories of active a day, which puts my, intake maintenance hopefully around 3,100, 3,150, which is a lot of damn food. I had a damn filling breakfast for 700. I mean, I can have like four and a half of those for that amount of food, literally. So I'll take it. That's good in my book. But it does mean, more food in the stomach, more bloating kind of in that respect. Is the one thing about cutting is you're pretty kind of, well, depends how you go about it, but generally you're a bit more lean in the stomach just because you got less going on. But I mean, even here, veins are still kind of there. So, the residual, well, I would hope the residuals of the cut are still present. We've only been like maintaining, quote unquote, for about 2 weeks, but the body's a interesting enigma, constantly changing. I'm just glad we're finally back into a routine where I'm eating nutritious food and a good amount of it. So, guys, not too much more to freaking say beyond that. Thank you for freaking checking in. Like usual, I'm gonna go and, speaking of food, pick up I think a bit more eggs because egg prices are finally back to normal, at least in that range. And so, $3.50 per dozen egg is not a freaking relic of the past anymore. It's kind of the present, which is awesome. So I'll be on the lookout for some anything sub 4. Sub 4 is nice. Anything a bit higher than that could be better. But I did pick up 18 for about $6.50 yesterday, which is not bad. I think that puts it around sub 5 for sure in that 4 range. So I'm yapping, but not much more to freaking say here. Good little leg workout. Again, doing the best we can. I would prefer to have more free weights, and the gym at my university now is seeming like a freaking a godsend, perfection. But we're gonna have to wait until school starts back up for now. And I never thought I'd say that, waiting until school starts back up. But when the gym is that good, you don't have many other choices. Because if you're still in freaking high school or college or whatever, man, you got to take advantage of what you get. I mean, when you're out, especially, I mean, I'm still in college, so I'm lucky, but Even high school, when you're in high school and you're a freaking gym that's always open, you can go on weekends probably too. That shit is nice. Take advantage of it before it's gone. Anyways, guys, this thing's finally fucking healing up, so hopefully that'll be gone soon as well. But before I end this off, one last little light check here because and the veins feel like are finally coming out. They tend to do that when I'm standing still for a bit. The blood's kind of flowing down. But man, and just to catch the calves in there too. I don't know if you guys can even see that. I feel like I can barely see it, but that is pretty damn veiny. So safe to say, we definitely lost a little bit of fat in the legs during this cut. All that damn walking. Apparently, there's some science behind blood allocated fat loss. So if you're like, for example, warming up on the Stairmaster before you hit the cardio, it's a good chance you might actually burn more fat in that glute region of your legs because you had more blood flow there. Maybe something to do with oxidizing the fat in that region. But anyway, enough yapping. I guess what I'm trying to say is walking for gains might give you leaner legs and a bit fatter stomachs. That's what I appear to have. Guys, we woke up 163 this morning. I did forget to mention that. I had a little bit of something in my stomach too. I've been feeling like I gotta go use the toilet all damn day. Sorry for the TMI, but I think that means we are exactly on track to where we want to be with weight. So from here on out, it is just building back up, freaking getting full again, and getting some more muscle on our freaking frame. Because the legs right now are looking freaking lean. They're looking freaking veined up. Honestly, I cannot complain. And so from here on out, it's just man, can he freaking get some muscle back on his body? So. And right here, you guys can see the legs in all their glory. Guys, thank you for freaking checking in like usual. Jaden, John, Stone is going to be checking out here. And I'll see you guys next time for the freaking episode of Gains and Glory. Peace. Almost freaking forgot. Stay huge, stay lean, stay hungry. Jaden out.